children. How are you all? Here I am with the next video of Civics, chapter number 6, Understanding Media. Now children, before we proceed, let us understand what is the meaning of the word media. Media is actually the plural form of the word medium. Medium means any sources through which we can transfer information from one person to another person or from one person to many people. All comes under the category of media. Let us take one example. Now suppose if I have a bucket full of water and I made a paper boat. I just want to save this paper boat on water. Now this water will act as a medium through which this paper boat can sail on water. Children, there are two different types of media. Personal media and mass media. Now suppose if one person is talking to another person, that will come under the category of personal media. Letters, mobile phones, landline phones, all comes under personal media. Now suppose if one person's voice is reaching to so many people. Our Prime Minister's voice, his speech, is reaching to so many people all around. So this will come under the category of mass media. The examples of mass media are newspapers, internet, television, radio, etc. Children, now let us discuss about the role of media. Media plays a very important role in the process of development. It also provides various modes through which we can express our views in the society. We can communicate in the society. It also provides information and education to many people. Provides modes through which we can express our views and opinion on any topic. It really plays a very important role in the country like India, where we have the freedom to express our opinion and views as we follow democratic rule.
Children, now let us understand the relationship between media and technology. It would probably be difficult for you to imagine your life without media. But do you know? Cable televisions and the widespread use of the internet is a recent phenomenon. These have been around for less than 20 years. The technology that mass media uses keeps changing. Newspapers, television, and radio can reach millions of people because they use certain technologies. We also tend to discuss newspapers and magazines as the print media and TV and radio as the electronic media. Changing technology or machines and making technology more modern helps media to reach more people. It also improves the quality of sound and the images that you see. But technology does more than this. It also changes the way in which we think about our lives. For example, today it is quite difficult for us to think of our life without television, isn't it? Television has enabled us to think of ourselves as the members of a larger global world. Television images travel huge distances through satellites and cables. This allows us to view news and entertainment channels from other parts of the world. Most of the cartoons that you see on television are mostly from Japan or United States. We can now be sitting in Chennai or Jammu and can see the images of storm that has hit the coast of Florida in the United States. Television has brought the world closer to us. Now let us discuss about our next topic, media and money. The different technologies that mass media use are expensive. Just think about the TV studio in which the newsreader sits. It has lights, cameras, sound recorders, transmission satellites, etc., all of which cost a lot of money. In a news studio, it is not only the newsreader who needs to be paid, but also a number of other people who help to put the broadcast together. This includes those who look after the cameras and lights. Also, as you read earlier, the technologies that mass media use keeps changing, and so a lot of money is spent on getting the latest technology. Due to these, the mass media needs a great deal of money to do its work. As a result, most television channels and newspapers are part of big business houses. Mass media is constantly thinking of ways to make money. One way in which the mass media earns money is by advertising different things like cars, chocolates, clothes, mobile phones, etc. You must have noticed the number of advertisements that you have to see while watching your favorite television show. While watching a cricket match on TV, the same advertisement are shown repeatedly between each over, and so you are often watching the same image over and over again. As you will read in the following chapter, advertisements are repeated in the hope that you will go out and buy what is advertised.
Children, this is all for today. We will discuss more about this chapter in the next video. Till then, goodbye. Let us discuss about the interrelationship between media and democracy. Children, media and democracy are closely interrelated. Like, media can deliver information when it has full freedom to do it, isn't it? And the democracy, it can also prosper only when media develops or formulates a favorable opinion about it. So both of them are closely interrelated. Children, India is the largest democracy in the world, and media plays a very important role in our country. Actually, the prosperity of democracy depends upon the participation of common public, and the common public can participate only when they are aware of various issues that is happening in the country. And these issues are brought to the public by media. So actually, the media plays an important role in the prosperity of democracy. Media actually make us aware about social, political, economic and cultural things happening in our country. It reminds politicians about the incomplete promises which they have made during the time of election, and the news channel coverage during election time helps people to formulate opinion and to choose right candidate for the country. It actually pressurizes the politician to fulfill their promises which they had made during the time of election for winning, and later on if they do not complete it, the media, it pressurizes it to fulfill them.
Now children, look at these slides to understand the role of media in democracy in a better way. Children, writing a balanced report, however, depends on the media being independent. An independent media means that no one should control and influence its coverage of news. However, the reality is that media is far from independent. This is mainly because of two reasons. The first is the control that the government has on the media. This is called censorship. While the government does continue to censor films, it does not really censor the media's coverage of news. Despite the absence of censorship by the government, most newspapers nowadays still fail to provide a balanced story. The reasons for this are complicated. Persons who research the media have said that this happens because business houses control the media. Besides the above, the media also tends to focus on a particular aspect of a story because they believe this makes the story interesting. Also, if they want to increase public support for an issue, they often do this by focusing only on one side of a story. The media also plays an important role in deciding what stories to focus on and therefore decide on what is newsworthy. By focusing on particular issues, the media influences our thoughts, feelings, and actions and brings those issues to our attention. Due to the significant influence it plays in our lives and in shaping our thoughts, it is commonly said that the media sets the agenda. Very recently, the media drew our attention to alarming levels of pesticides in cola drinks. They published reports that indicated the high level of pesticide and thus made us aware of the need to regularly monitor these colas according to the international quality and safety standards. However, there are several instances when the media fails to focus on issues that are significant in our lives. For example, drinking water is a major problem in the country. Every year, thousands of people suffer and die because they do not get safe drinking water. However, we seldom find the media discussing this issue. A well-known Indian journalist wrote of how the Fashion Week formed the front page headlines of all the newspapers while several slums were being demolished in Mumbai the very same week, and this was not even noticed. As citizens of a democracy, the media has a very important role to play in our lives because it is through the media that we hear about issues related to the working of the government. The media decides what to focus on, and in this way it sets the agenda. The government can at times prevent the media from publishing a story, and this is called censorship. Nowadays, Media's close relationship with business houses often means that a balanced report is difficult to come by. Given this, it is important for us to be aware that the factual information that a news report provides is often not complete and can be one-sided. We therefore need to analyze the news by asking the following questions. What is the information I am learning from this report? What information is not being provided? From whose point of view is the article being written? Whose point of view is being left out and why?
So children, this is all about this topic. We'll be coming soon with the next video on another topic. Till then, goodbye and have a nice day.